Hello again, everybody. So, in the interests of our straitened circumstances that I think most of us sadly find ourselves in during COVID, none of us have got the normal flow of work as we used to, unless you are, God forbid, a doctor who's working way too hard to enjoy any of their spend, I would imagine. But most people are on a budget or worrying or being more conservative with their spending, which I 100% respect because so am I. And with that in mind, I'm going to try and show you a night out or a night in look. I just wanted to show you a quick smoky eye that you can achieve using drugstore products, but if you double up your product, that is, you use a cream bag with the powder on top, then you're going to end up with a very punchy looking finish. So I'm going to show you smoky eye using nothing but drugstore products. Okay, so the last time I showed you like kind of expensive product, which was the Pat McGrath Clingy eyeshadow. Today I'm going to show you, let's do stuff on a budget. So you guys have heard me wax eloquent about True Match and the foundations, and I don't know if you guys have seen me use this trick before, but just wanted to show you, if you get yourself a dark coffee from True Match, and I've put it into a little jar for myself. You can see it's this beautiful brown. This has got so much pigment in it that it dries down to this amazing finish. So I'm going to take some of that on an eyeshadow brush and I'm going to put it on across my eyelids as a nice sort of rich dark chocolate eyeshadow base. So you can see how it starts, right? It's liquid, 100% liquid. So be circumspect, don't get it in your eye, but you don't have to be too afraid, because if you got foundation in your eye from here you wouldn't freak out. So I'm just gonna pop this across my eyelid. When you do your eye makeup, it's a good idea to keep your chin up, because that stretches the eyelid out and you also are able to see your eye structure and how high you want to go. So I definitely want to come up to my socket line, which you guys can see is here. Now, even before I blend and do anything, tell me that isn't like super editorial, right? Okay, now taking another brush, I'm just going to soften what I've done. This is a MAC brush that came with one of their kits. So firstly, I'm just going to soften my socket line. Boom. Right? Don't go too far, and I think I may have gone just a little far here. I have to cheat a little bit because my eyelids are seriously not symmetrical. So this eye, I always have to kind of cheat and take a little bit higher than the other one because that lid is bigger. Which, so what? We're not made in a machine. We're bound to be a little asymmetrical because we're organic things. Now listen, I think there's something quite gorgeous about even just going like this. But it does, it does perish a little bit, and if you're cool with that kind of unstructured finish, then you can just rock this look and be done with your life. Well, not your life, but... Okay, now I want a big fluffy brush, and firstly I'm just going to pat this to make sure that, there's nothing too greasy here. Which I can see there is not. Now, because there's already something so super powerful going on over here, I can now come in with my Rimmel eyeshadows, and you can just see there's just a bunch of browns. I want to work in this area. Let's see, I'll take this kind of coppery brown and put it across the eyelid. I think that's really good looking, this kind of hot copper color. I get so excited when makeup is yummy. Is that everyone? Am I weird? Could be. Now I'm going to use a paler champagne gold for the inside. Just a little bit. Same brush, you know I'm a big fan of the same brush technique. I don't know, does that make me lazy? Does it make, I don't know what it makes me. Okay, now I'm going to use just a cool terracotta for the transition, as they call it, which drives me nuts. But since I'm on YouTube, should I start using terms that bug me? So I'm just going to soften my socket line with just a cool terracotta. Just show you which one I'm picking up. I'm in here now. So I did this on my lid, I used this on my inner V, and now I'm using this on the socket line just to soften. I'm in fact going to stick my finger in that copper and just press it a bit more intensely right here. I kind of love that. Julianne Moore when Hung Van Gogh does her. Okay, now I want a flat packing brush to make my corner intense. Now there isn't anything very intense over here, I gotta say. These colors don't get too dark. But let's see. So there's a brown on the corner, the second last color. Okay, it's not too bad. Pretty intense. Giving myself a nice corner there. Yes, drama. And then using that big brush again, I'm just going to make sure that everything is working well together. And clean, clean, clean. I'm going to go into the same color I used on my inner V, that champagne. I'm just going to go across my brow bone with that. Soften this bad boy up. I've already got some kajal in and a little bit of bronze eyeshadow underneath that, so I think I'm good to go for my under eye. Just using the champagne all across here. Isn't that moody? So I'm wondering if I even want to do a liner. I think I won't do a liner. What I'm going to do is one of my favorite things. The kajal that I put inside my eye, I'm going to just make a series of dots. You don't even have to have your eyes really open for this. You should just find the base of your lashes and think that you're doing a series of dots. Okay? Think of it that way. One of my favorite things to do. Like an imperfect smudgy line. And once you've done that, just pick up any old small brush. I want to stick it into nothing actually. I'm just going to take an empty small brush. Maybe I'll just rub it onto that kajal a little bit and just smudge this. Okay, so just smudge that out a little bit. So you can see it's pretty simple to achieve something yummy. It's not that hard. And honestly, then with the heat of your finger, you can just smudge that out. Isn't that nice? You want to repeat the same thing on the other eye. So just think of it as dots in your lash line, nothing too hardcore. And then take a small brush and smudge it around a little bit. And once you're done, I would say just with your finger, give it a little extra push around. Okay, now we just need some serious mascara to bring it all together. So it's time to curl them lashes and put on some mascara. I love this kind of eye makeup. I love the sort of undone messiness of it. The last thing I'm going to do is stick my finger again into that sort of rust color. I really love that. And I'm going to give a little pop back of that right here. I really liked that sort of effect. Now I think we definitely with this rust want to do away with the pinkiness in the lipstick. So I have Sogno by Stila, S-O-G-N-A, I'm assuming that's Sonia. And I'm just going to add that to the center of this because you want something quite browny, I would say. So let's do that. Yes, adult look. I'm just going to rub the liquid lipstick onto my finger and with a Morphe M510 brush, which is just this fluffy fellow, I'm going to get into these contours a little bit. In fact, just using that liquid lipstick from my finger to build some serious drama here. While I have it, why not give myself serious jawline? So I hope you enjoyed this kind of quick, easy drugstore night out look, but when you choose the right colors and you make the balance perfect, you can see how sort of expensive and fancy looking this whole thing is if you just sort of do these grown-up kind of colors. And look, the liner was so simple, it was just dots of kajal that you smudged around, and yet you can see it's quite an effective look. I hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe and like if you feel like it. And if you want to be kept informed about when the next video drops, if you hit that bell icon, then your phone will let you know, will give you a notification next time we drop a video. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye guys.